Hi, I'm Cristy, and this is Journey to TEDx Wilmington 2023. This is amazing. We have 24 speakers on the stage today, and it has been one heck of a day. If you have not seen the other minds that I've talked to, it's just outstanding. And this is one of my favorites here. I cannot wait to talk to this man. We got Craig Handley. And how was it, Craig?
I think it went okay.
Yeah? He's so modest. I think it went okay.
Well, you get up there and you've got a speech in your head and you know that you might forget a line, or it's TED Talk's a little bit like telling, I've done stand-up comedy and it's punchline. And a TED Talk, I think, has a lot of punchlines, which are the key points you're trying to make in the presentation. And so the timing of it makes it a little nerve-wracking. It's not like a normal speech. Normally I can get up on stage and just wing it because I know my material, but in this case you've got a certain amount of time and you've got to just hit it and hit the punchline. So I know in my second point, I know that I started to go into something that was supposed to come after a punchline. Now the audience will never know that until
Right.
they will now, but
Sold himself out.
anyway, the funny part is, of course, I went through the two things I was supposed to say after my second key point, and then I went, I didn't even say the key point. So then I went and said, now my key point here is this. Now nobody's going to know that but me.
Right.
Right? Because it's not the content that was missing. It was just I changed the order just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't let it throw me, so that was okay. So I feel pretty good about it. And there were a couple areas, I think back to it, I'm like, so one of my stories, I was talking about how I had dinner with this guy who ordered the bread and the water and an appetizer. And then I say, I really feel like I wasn't supported in my life, so I decided to support everybody. I think I said that guy today might be a billionaire.
Wow.
But if I missed that key point, that story didn't have a resolution that I wanted to have, even though I said all my life I've had that, I've helped people, and as a result I have over 1,000 millionaire plus people that I've got relationships with. So did I miss a little point? I don't know, maybe. And of course, as the person who's up there on stage, you're definitely going to reminisce about those things. You're going to be like, did I do that or didn't I do it?
Yeah.
You're harder on yourself, I think, than anybody else.
Absolutely.
Will be. So I think as I got off, people seemed like it went okay, but I guess time will tell. I mean, the views and the feedback when the presentation comes out, I guess, will tell the whole story. So I did the best I could, and I think it came out okay. And hopefully people learn from it.
I'm so proud of you. I mean, it really is. It's a whole nother level getting up on that stage. You do public speaking, fine, but then there's all these rules, and you have to memorize everything. So it's intense. It really is intense. And I will be honest with you. I got up there. I did mine when I had my TEDx, and when I got off stage, I had no idea what I said. I was like, I have no idea. But then watching it, I would cringe because I would realize, I'm like, that's where I forgot something, or So It's only you. Nobody else sees it. Nobody else, because we're just harder on ourselves. But definitely worth it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. All right. This was your first one, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a bucket list thing to do a TED Talk, and my next one, I already have started to plan out my next one. So
I love that.
yeah, my next one is going to be how to write a hit song. But I need to have a hit song first, and so I've got the foundation built for that, but that'll be a fun talk too.
I thought you had a couple hit songs out there.
I've got some that should be hits, but we're getting there.
Well, they're hits in my book, so this man, he does it all. He does it all. You want to give a little rundown about who you are? You want to share some of your links? You're allowed to. I know you're not allowed to do it up on stage, but you're allowed to do it here.
I can humbly share. I mean, I've done a lot. I've had a lot of success, and a lot of it has been just, I made a list of all the things I wanted to do in life. And if you want to live a full life, you want to write a book, you want to win awards, you want to be at the top of your profession in any way that you can. So I founded a lot of companies. I've now written almost 200 records, probably more, which there's some people that are writing 500 a year.
Right.
Some people are really into it, but I think most of what I write is good, better than good. People have said that they could compare my music to anybody in the industry, so that's something that I'm really proud of. I've written a book that made 5 bestsellers lists, so that's pretty good. I mean, I've had a lot of different things that have been fortuitous happen in my life, not without the hard work to get there.
Absolutely.
but I don't want to say too much. I think, we make our own luck and we work hard. And like I said, I think my talk was all about networking being better than sex. And I can tell you throughout my life, I've worked hard.
Yeah.
If Kobe Bryant, to play in the NBA, practiced as much as he practiced every day to be that great, well, if you want to be a founder of a business or whatever your passion is, you should go at it in a way that a professional would go at it. You need to work your butt off and go at it as if it's the last thing that you want to be doing on the course of a day. This is my life's work. I want to achieve goals, and so if we're going to be a leader in those fields, I got to work hard at networking, getting to know people, and so I don't know. I don't feel like that I'm sacrificing. I feel like I'm living.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that, and I think that your message is quite clear. Like, there is no overnight success, and there is no just lucky break. Like, people have this delusion of
made me think of another line I maybe forgot to say.
Oh. Sorry.
I might have said it though. I'm thinking about it now. Maybe
Go
I said
ahead, say it.
The line is, I'm not just giving this talk, I'm living this talk.
I love that.
I put a process together and I've practiced this process in order to achieve the results that I've achieved.
Yes.
So I think I said it, but maybe I didn't say it, but I don't know.
But you said it now, and that counts.
If I didn't say it, I apologize to myself and to everybody else.
I give you credit. I think that you just said it now. Everybody got it. Message loud and clear. Right?
The talk's over now. Nothing I can do.
So you're planning on coming and doing another one? Like you're like, I already know what my next talk's going to be.
Yeah, I just got to make sure I get that. I got to get that hit song so I can talk about it.
Right. All right. Well, you let us know, and we'll make sure it becomes.
It'll happen.
Yeah. I don't know what we have to do, but request it. Request lots of it all over the country. We'll make it happen.
But this will be a good talk. I can give this talk a few times now.
Yeah, I agree. So. This is fantastic. You also you have the marketing background as well, right? So I love how you're like you give credit where credit's due to your partner there, but
I have an amazing team. I'm like an idea guy, a creative guy. I'm good at execution, but I don't love it. I know I shine in coming up with the creative ideas, so I've always decided to be a founder as opposed to CEO of a company and to hire a CEO to run the company, because I can help lead a company, but I don't want to be the guy in the CEO spot, because that involves execution and running departments, and it involves a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't do a lot of work, but my work is in the areas where I know allows us to create success, and that's in the networking piece of it, where I've learned to build a network before I need it, and I've learned how to support other people in that, so that way when opportunities do arise, people think of me and my companies when they're looking for those solutions. And so it's just creating authentic relationships with people as opposed to creating relationships based on opportunity.
Yeah, and I think what's amazing too is that you have the ability to find the people who thrive in that, who have the passion in that. So you as the founder, you grab the team that that's their number one passion, and they're able to execute these incredible things.
Some things I take for granted, that I've hired thousands and thousands and thousands of people in one of my businesses, so I've learned how to hire correctly. So I take that, for me, I think hire the right team, but for some people, they don't know how to hire the right team. So I take for granted a lot of the stuff that I've learned throughout the years, and don't really think about the way that they contribute to the success that I have today. But it's all true, but it's based on School of Hard Knocks.
We got a third TED Talk on them. How to hire the right team.
How to hire the right team.
Yeah, because it's a struggle for people.
You hire for culture first. You hire for personality fit before you look at their education, their background, their achievements. You want to make sure that they fit with your quirky sense of humor. So I create questions based on my core values, and then look for answers that align with my core values. Once I find somebody who aligns with my values, then I say, okay, what are their qualifications?
Love it.
I've had a couple of CFOs, finance officers, who didn't believe in masterminds or networks or mentoring programs, didn't even believe in it.
Right.
And so he tried to charge me and my business partner personally on the tax for going to $200,000 worth of events. He's like, that shouldn't be written off through the company. I'm like, you're fired. You don't align with our values. You don't fit with what we're trying to do. We believe in education within this company. We believe that as owners, we need to continue to be ahead of the curve, and that takes learning. Mm-hmm. And you charging that to us as opposed to through the company means that you don't get us. You don't understand the company.
Right.
So we're going to replace you.
Wow.
But
I love that,
so
anyway. I mean, that was a nice little TED Talk in a nutshell for us. Thank you, Craig. All right. Well, thank you so much for making time to be here, and I really appreciate everything that you do, and I cannot wait to see your talk. Like, I can't
wait to see it either.
I'm really looking forward to it. I know. I'm going to call you and be like, okay, don't have to say anything. Just make noises then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll know. All right. Do you have any links you want to share?
I don't know. I mean, people can find me pretty easily. I'm Craig Handley on almost all socials. My website's craighandley.com. I mean, I'm really easy to get a hold of. Craig Handley on Instagram, Craig Handley on Facebook, Craig Handley on...
You heard it here first.
It's everywhere, yeah. we've got socialclose.com, which is my marketing company. Listen Trust.
Company. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listentrust.com is my call center. Okay. And then Song Launch is a business that we're just pushing out there to help artists launch their music. We've got Book Launch Strategies, which is another business. Origin Songs.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we gotta roll out the scroll.
I know. Well, you wanted me to drop links, but man. just look up me, and then it'll link to everything.
And, yeah, I was going to say, and then you'll find everything that he does, because he does it all.
Yeah, I was actually just creating a calendar, of me in no outfit at all for you to send out to people as a gift, and maybe I'll have that up online too. It's just a crazy calendar.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
I'll expect one.
There's nothing like me on a couch naked with a cat covering all my private parts with a fireplace in the background.
I know what I'm getting for Christmas now. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for being here today. It's been such a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We are going to have more speakers coming up in a little bit. Okay. Thank you again. This is the journey to TEDxWilmington.